Mangaroos Tutoring Services Mathematics Classes. Place value and value. We will start with place value. Place value is the position that a digit is in. So for every number, the digits will be in a unique place. So if we have the number 520, each digit will have a unique placement or a unique position. Here above, we have the names of the different positions. So let's write a number. If we start with 5, the first number would be in the ones column because this is simply 5 or 5 ones. If we add another number to the left of it, let's say we use 2, this number now becomes 25. The second number on the left is the tens number, or it has a place value of tens. If we add another number to the left, this number now becomes 625, and this number is in the hundreds column. If we add another number to the left, this number now becomes 3625, and this digit is in the thousands column. And we can see the abbreviations. For the ones column, we can abbreviate that to capital O. For the tens, we can abbreviate that to capital T. For the hundreds, capital H, and for the thousands, capital T, common H. Again, if we add another number to the left, the number now becomes 83,625. So this digit, the 8, is in the tens of thousands column. If we add another number to the left, the number now becomes 783,625. And this 7 is in the hundreds of thousands column. If we add one last number on the left, this number is in the millions column. So those are the place values for each of the digits, or each digit in the number. On the right of the ones digit, we can add a decimal point, and all the numbers on the right of that point is a decimal fraction. The first digit, let's use 4. This 4 is actually tens. And what that means is 0.4 is equal to 4 over 10. So the decimal fraction is a type of fraction. If we add a 9 after the 4, the digit 9 is really 0.09. 9. If we separate the 9, it's 0.09, and this is equal to 9 over 100. The second digit after the decimal point is hundredths, and it is equal to the number over 100. The third number after the decimal point, we call this thousandths, and this 5 really means 5 over 1000. So we can see that each digit has a unique place value, and this is simply based on the position that the digits are in. You can now pause the video and write down the definition and table for place value. We will now go on to value. What is value? Value is how much the digit is worth based on the place that it is in. So each digit has a place value, and each digit also has a value. So let's look at the 5. We'll start with the 5. So the value of the 5 is simply 5 because it is in the ones column. The value of the 2 is in the tens column, so 2 times 10 is 20. So the 2 has a value of 20. The 6 is in the hundreds column, so the 6 has a value of 600. The 3 is in the thousands column, so the 3 has a place value of 3000. So the 8 is in the tens of thousands position, so its value is 8 times 10,000, which is 80,000. The 7 is in the hundreds of thousands place, so that's 7 times 100,000, so that's 700,000. The 1 is in the millions position, so that's 1 million. Next, on the right of the ones, we have the decimal point. And the first number after the decimal point, again, is in the tens position. So that's 4 times 1/10, which is 4 over 10. Or as some persons put it, 0.4. The 9 is in the hundredths position. So that's 9 times 1 over 100, which is 9 over 100, which can also be written as 0.09. Then we have the 5, which is in a thousands position. So this will be 5 times 1000, which is 5 over 1000, or 0.005. You can now pause the video and take down this example. Exercise 1. In this exercise, we are required to find the place value of some digits and the value of some of the digits. You can now pause the video and write down all of the questions. Once you have completed that, we will go through the solutions together. A. State the place value of the underlined digit. So we are seeing that the 8 is underlined and the 8 is in the ones position, or the place value of the 8 is ones. B. State the value of the underlined digit. So again, value is the worth of the digit. So the 4 is in the tens of thousands place. So that's 4 times 10,000, which is 40,000. Part C. State the value of the underlined digit. So the underlined digit is 1 and it's in the millions column. So the value is 1 million. Part D. State the place value of the underlined digit. So the 0 is underlined and the 0 is in the tens column. So the place value is tens. Part E. State the value of the underlined digit. So we can see that for both Part D and Part E, we have the same number, but one is asking place value and the other is asking for the value. So the value of the 0 will be 0 tens, which is also 0. The place value for any digit that is 0 will always be 0. Part F. State the value of the underlined digit. So the 6 is underlined. The 6 is in the ones position. So that's 6 times 1, which is 6. Part G. State the place value of the underlined digit. So the 7 is underlined. The 7 is in the hundredths column. So the place value of the 7 is hundredths. You can now pause the video and write down all of the corrections if you have corrections to make. Exercise 2. Now that you have gotten practice, you should be able to make a better attempt at exercise 2. You can feel free to pause the video now, write down all of the questions before seeing the solutions. Exercise 2 requires that we find the place value of some of the digits and the value of some of them. Number 1. State the place value of the underlined digit. So the 6 is underlined. So this 6 is in the thousands column. So its place value is thousands. Number 2. State the value of the underlined digit. So the 9 is in the tens of thousands position. So we multiply 9 by 10,000 and we will get 90,000. Number 3. State the value of the underlined digit. So the 6 is in the hundreds of thousands column. So it's 600,000. Number 4. State the place value of the underlined digit. So the 3 is in the thousands column, so its place value is thousands. Number 5. State the value of the underlined digit. So the 0 is in the hundreds column, However, 0 hundredths is still 0. So the value is 0, and the value of any 0 digit will always be 0. Number 6. State the place value of the underlined digit. So the 8 is in the hundreds position, so it's 800. We can write it as 800, or we can also add in the 2 zeros for the decimal places. Number 7. State the value of the underlined digit. So the 7 is in the hundredths column, so it's 7 hundredths, or you can also write this as 0.07. This brings us to the end of the exercise. You can now pause the video and make any corrections that you need to make. Thank you for watching. If you have found this video to be helpful, please feel free to contact us for more information about our classes.